6 or 7 lakes and 4 churches. Biggest village in Salside. Okay, if you see the interior especially, it's one of the best, of the best. As I heard, in my knowledge, what I heard is this is the biggest parish community in whole entire Goa. Guys, welcome back another journey of our channel. And today, we are really excited to explore the biggest village in Curtorim. It's called biggest village in. I already said the name. The biggest village in Salside. Okay, the name of this village is Curtorim. Curtorim is made up of 6 or 7 lakes. Okay, what I know is 6. Okay, and 5 churches. And today we are exploring 6 lakes, 5 or 6 churches, including the chapels. But today we are at the historical place. It's called Handito Furis. And most of the people, they know this cross is the most miraculous cross. And I don't have to explain more about this cross, as I said, because it's very famous through entire Goa, during the festival time. So we will just go to that to the cross, and we will try to film over there, because there are a lot of continued litanies are going on. So we will see if we can give you some information of that. If we can't go next to the cross, because we don't want to disturb people who are praying over there. So what we will do, we will just take a side and we will give you some information about this this miraculous cross. But no need to give any information, but still we will try to give you some. So let's go, guys. So guys, as I said, we are near the Handi Chokuris. But Handi Chokuris, means Handi means that is the first lake that we started our video. Okay, guys, and there are some people, so we don't want to go over here. The history of this place is, the feast is being celebrated on 20th of August. Okay, and this feast is being celebrated by all the farmers over here. Those who cultivate all the paddy fields over here, and they give food and everything. They cook into their houses, and they just bring the food over there for them. Okay, that's what they do, and they give it for free for everyone, whoever comes here. And that is the biggest feast of the cross, I could say. It's one of the best feasts where all the local farmers they bring their cooked food over here, and they give it to the people who come to celebrate the feast on 20th of August. And it's a very big queue in that. And so this was the history, guys. You see, as the litanies are going on, it's continued litanies are going on over here, so we don't want to disturb them. So that's the reason we took the video before. All right, so let's go, guys. Let's see. Now, first lake we found already over here, so we will see where we get another lake. So let's go to the other church, and I know that this church will be minor. Let's go. So guys, we are back here again to another church. Okay, guys, this church was built in 1682. Okay, and then it was as a chapel, built as a chapel. Okay, and it was used to come under Curtorim. This thing, that's the reason it's called minor Curtorim. As I said, Curtorim was the biggest village during those times. Now they have different parishes. Okay, and so after that, in 1960, it became a separate parish. Okay, and the old structure was built, renovated or rebuilt, especially the front side, in 1999. So we'll just explore, guys. This is the new building actually. If we get the picture of old church, we will send it over here. And this is where I studied I had my schooling and all over here in St. Rita's High School. So guys, just next to the church there is a school. Okay, and so we'll just explore the church. It's been renovated. It's a very nice place. After a long time to see the place where I used to play as a kid. When you were studying. So let's go, guys. So guys, as I said, this church was a chapel till 1782. Okay, so and this church is dedicated to Saint Rita of Cassia. Okay, that's the history of this church. And then after that, this got a new building in 1990. Guys, and next to it there is a school over there, St. Rita's High School. This is where I'm very proud to show you that, because here where I had my schooling and all when I was young. And you know, this place is really, after a very long time I'm here, it looks really beautiful. It's really very nice, you know. And this is the first church in Curtorim, I could say. But the main church is in Curtorim, we will show you. Okay, so let's go from here, guys. We will find another leftover five lakes, and the church is also. So this becomes the first church. Let's go, guys. So guys, we are here back again, okay, to the second church of Curtorim. And this is the main church of Curtorim and the village of Curtorim. As I said, you know, Curtorim was a very big part in Salsett before. So this is the Curtorim church, and its name is St. Alex Church. And you know, guys, this is the second lake in Curtorim. And so this is the biggest lake. Now it's been dry because of the summer, you know, and once it will rain, you know, they will close the gates over there, and you know, the water will fill over here. And then the same water they use for cultivation during the summertime, you know, when they cultivate the paddy fields that side. If we get a chance, we will just show you the paddy fields, you know. It's just been harvested now, okay. So we'll just go and explore the beautiful church of Curtorim, you know. It's a St. Alex Church, and we will let you know about the history of this, little history of this church also. So as I said, you know, Curtorim is one of the best place, you know, to explore, especially the 6 or 7 lakes and the 4 churches. So let's go, guys. So guys, you know, this church, you know, especially have that, you know, we call it pate, you know, a beautiful dome over here. It's like, you know, just right in the middle of the ground, okay. But now because of the Easter, this thing was here, so we can't see the whole beauty of the church, you know. But this church was built in 1549, okay, and then the biggest structure was built in 1647. So that's the history of this church. And you know, guys, this is one of the biggest church. And you know, the best history of this church is like, this parish is really huge, you know, the people, it's really very huge, okay. But long before, you know, this Curtorim has even Chandor, even have Makazana, Maina, you know, Maina Curtorim still is there. And then it has Saint Jose de Ariel. Before it, everything was like, you know, under one parish, and this was the main parish, you know. Whenever somebody dies, or you know, they used to use the cemetery, the same cemetery, you know, they used to carry the bodies from far away from there. And now all the churches are like, you know, they have different parishes, okay. So this was the best, this was the church of Curtorim and the parish of Curtorim, and still till today, you know, this is, as I heard, you know, in my knowledge, what I heard is this is the biggest parish community in whole entire Goa. That's what it is, you know. And this is the biggest church in Salsett. So let's explore, guys. And it's happened to be my church also, so you know, it's better to promote our own this thing. And so I'm from Curtorim. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is our church, because most of the people, because I'm black, they say, how come a black man speak Konkani, or you know, they are commenting. So it's actually, I'm going, yeah, my color looks a little bit different, so it's God's blessing, I could say, you know. And हांव सारको गोंयकार, so ते मातशें सांगो सोदता, कित्याक म्हाका कोंकणी सारकी कळटा. That means I know Konkani, but we are doing videos in English, so that you know, people should, entire world, you know, should know, you know, what our Goa is and the history is, and especially, like, you know, anybody can you know, anybody can understand English. That's why we choose our English, but we do speak Konkani. So let's explore, guys. So guys, you know, this church is dedicated to Saint Alex, okay. But the biggest feast of this church is Immaculate of Mary. You know, it's celebrated in December 18th, and that feast is called Kalancham Fest. Okay, it was very famous banana feast, you could say. And Kalancham Fest means it's very famous in Curtorim, you know, and especially in Salsett. Kalancham Fest means everybody knows, and it's been celebrated just before Christmas on 18th December. And it's a huge feast, you know, with one of the biggest feasts in entire Goa, you could say. So this is the church, you know, guys. Just see the architecture, you know, still is there. It exact, you know. And as I've been grown up here, I used to, the floor was wooden when I was there, and even 400-year celebration, I was there. I was a kid. It's like youngster, you could say. Now I'm almost above 40, so I was youngster when we celebrated this 400 years of this church. So I'm really blessed to see that 400 years of this church and my church. It makes you feel so proud. And I just wanted to show you the structure also of our church. It's really beautiful, and it's really huge, if you could say from side. So guys, we are here, the Mount Chapel of Curtorim, and this chapel especially used in crucifixion during the Lenten season. Recently, before Easter, or before on Good Friday, they crucified Jesus Christ statue over here, and this is from here they take the procession right to the church. Okay, so this is the second church or chapel, you could say. It's a chapel, but it's a church. But if you see the interior, especially, it's one of the best of the best. Still, it's been preserved. Okay, this was built in 1519, and it was the person behind to establish this chapel was Afonso de Albuquerque, the Portuguese governor. That's what it is. And guys, this still lies, especially if we can't film inside, and it's closed. Most of the time it's closed, only Sundays is open. If I let you see inside, especially the interior, one of the best interior you could ever see. If we get any chance, anytime we will take the interior pictures only, or just a picture, if we could get. Okay, that's what we will try to do. But this is another chapel or a church, you could say. This is called Mutir, and this church has been dedicated to Milagris, Mother Milagris, or Milagris Saiben, you could say. So guys, just have a look. This is how beautiful Curtorim village is. So guys, we are near the chapel or a church called Carmel Chapel. Okay, this is also a part of Curtorim, and this chapel is called Carmel Chapel or Carmel Chapel. Okay, the history of this thing is really way back into, I'm not sure, so I don't want to give exact the date. It was in late 17th century or 16th century. That's the time it was built. And still it is used as a chapel and a parish also, but it still belongs to Curtorim parish still now. So this is what it is, guys. So have a look, and the structure is also an ancient structure. Okay, we will just try to show you. And this is another oldest chapel, you could say, like the Mount Chapel. So have a look, guys. So guys, this is the third lake. Okay, next it's just opposite to the Carmel Chapel. Okay, and as I said, Curtorim, is made up of a lot of lakes and churches. And so this is another lake that has been, now it's dry, especially we are in summer season, so it's really dry. And this Tole's name is, or lake's name is called, My Tole. So guys, Tole means it's a lake, so you should understand that this Tole is a lake also. So this is the third lake we found in Curtorim. So still there are more to be explored. So let's go, guys. Time is also running up. So we'll catch you guys again. So guys, as I said, time is running out. Okay, we are going to another lake. Okay, but we have to go just a little bit like from the forest. That's what we are traveling, and we always take risk, but no more jumping risk. That's what I say. So let's follow, guys. See the road that we are traveling. This is what we do, to entertain you guys. So that's the reason I always say, if you like our work, have a thumbs up. That's it. So guys, we are near the another lake, okay, and this is the handi, we could say. No? So this is the handi, we could say. They always preserve the water over here, okay, and this is dried already, and they are digging it little bit. You know, as you see there, they are digging it little bit deeper, okay, because of the water, I think so, because it's overflowing and the rain is too much, so because of that. And so this is the fourth lake that we saw, guys, right? First, second, third, and this is the fourth. So, and this lake is called Kumtolem, guys, okay. So Tolem means lake, as I always say. So Kum lake, you could say. So this is where the water reserves, okay. So from here, let's go, guys, to another place. Let's go. So guys, we are at another church. This church is Makazana Church, dedicated to Saint Francis Xavier. This church was a chapel till 1651, okay, and after that, in 1809 it became a church, and then it's a parish, okay, separated from Curtorim, and this belongs to Curtorim also, this church, and December 10th 10 is the feast of this church, guys. So you know, guys, so after, you know, almost like we're going to Curtorim, we completed the churches, right? As I said, you know, it has 5 churches. They were some of them were chapels before, and now into churches, and it's a parish church now. So guys, just have a look at this church, you know, and then from here we'll catch another remaining lakes, okay. So this is the last church, we could say, from Curtorim. So have a look, guys, it really looks beautiful, and it's dedicated to Saint Francis Xavier. So guys, still we are yet to another lake. This is Makazana Lake, guys. This is the 5th lake of Curtorim, you could say, you know. And the best part of this lake, still we have found water over here. Some of the lakes, they don't have water over there, you know, especially near that Miraculous Cross and all. And the the Kumtole one, they don't have water, right? Here still they have water. So that means you can see still the water is there, even though it's been given to those field opposite to it, you know, guys. And this is, see the beauty of this lake and the surrounding of this lake, guys, you know. This is one of the best. That's the reason I say, you know, the Curtorim is the best. It's not that I say, but it's really the best. If you see on the net and all, it's the biggest beautiful Curtorim village. Is one of the beautiful village in entire Salsette or entire South Goa, you could say. So have a look, guys. So guys, you know, we are right near another lake, okay. It's not a big lake, but you know, surrounded by a mountain, and in between there is a small lake. But you know, even this summer it has full of water. As I said, you know, Curtorim is made up of a lot of lakes, and this is another 6th one. Just look at this beauty, guys. You know, even in summer this water doesn't dry up, and especially in rainy season, it's covered from up, you know, and this is now mostly used for these coconut trees and all. And see the beauty surrounding by it, guys. Just have a look at the nature, have a look at the beautiful you know, beautiful Curtorim village, I could say. This is the best spot, I could say, you know, to show my village. You know, it's a privilege for me to show this thing, and I'm so blessed to be born in Curtorim village, you know, guys. This beauty we have in Curtorim still today intact. So look at it, guys. Guys, you know, we tried our way back over here. We just, because it's a little bit slippery and all, that's why we just cut the camera. And the best thing of this lake is this lake never dries down. The water is so intact like this as it is, okay. And this water is mostly used by this you know, and wild animals and all. Those are the animals, they come to drink the water over here, and it's seems like a pond, okay, but it's really a big lake. But it's now, you know, because of the road widening and all, it's been covered. So but still the beauty of it stay as intact as it is, you know, guys. This is what it is. You just have a look, because we can't, you know, we try to go down, but you know, it's like a little bit more slippery, and we don't want to take any risk over here. So that's the reason we don't want to go. So I asked Flexon just to show you, just enjoy this beauty of my beautiful village Curtorim. That's what I want to say, guys. So have a look. So here we are at the 7th and the last lake of Curtorim, and this is called Raitolem. Actually, this is not. This has nothing to deal with Raya, okay? But still, it is called. It is been named Raitole, and or some people used to call it in ancient time Raloi Tole. Okay, so that side is called Raloi. Okay, and this is the Tole, so that means it's Raitole. It's a half name. Okay, that's what. That's how this lake got the name. And the thing is that this lake has a lot of history. Because there are some stones over there. Some people believe that they are the protector of this lake. Okay, this is what it is. When we are used to kids, we used to really get scared to go there. Okay, that's what it is. And this, especially in rainy season, when it gets full over here, it looks one of the best spectacular lake you could ever see. So with this, guys, this is the best place, and at the 7th, the 7 is always the best number, as I follow 7 number, as a big fan of Ronaldo. So the 7th lake of Curtorim, and with that 7th lake, we would like to end up our video, guys. And if you like our video, share, comment, how you feel, the way we show. Sometimes we go to the historic places, sometimes we go to the villages that are not much familiar, we show that the beauty of that villages that are still here. That's what we show. And so if you like our work, guys, please do subscribe, do comment, do like, and do share this video to your friends. What we do, we really put up a lot of effort, and especially few days we had some problems, but still we overcome those problems, and we started making our videos again. So until then, until another journey, me and Flexon want to say you Mogaso. Take care, guys. See you in another next adventure.